Miguel and Holly reveal Charlotte's deepest, darkest secrets.
It's Queen City Confessions with Miguel and Holly. Hits 96.1.
You can always get in your confession. It really does help to get it off your chest. Text it to us. Put the word hits with your confession and send it to the number 96893. You remain anonymous.
Here's the first Queen City confession. I've been dealing with the worst HOA president for years. Petty rule enforcement, constant nitpicking, and just an overall power trip. But now I'm about to sell my house. And before I leave, I'm getting a little revenge. Nothing destructive, nothing illegal. Just listing my house as pet friendly in the most aggressive way possible. I made sure to highlight that the yard is perfect for multiple large dogs and that the neighborhood is ideal for pet lovers. Even though I know the HOA president hates when people have more than one pet. I hope the next owners move in with 3 Great Danes and a parrot that never stops talking.
Is this setting the next person up for failure, though?
I don't care. I'm here for it.
As opposed to sticking it to the HOA president, like this new person is going to just get absolutely demolished by this president. I don't know if this is the best, but I mean, yes, it probably will annoy the HOA president.
Listen, as a person who had to deal with a crazy HOA at a townhouse I had once, I understand because I never got to get revenge before I moved out. And there's this man.
What's his name? Kenneth?
Yes.
I knew it.
I can picture his stupid face. With those stupid smug black glasses he had on. So when I saw this text, I was like, yes, do it. Do it for me. Do it for us all.
That was a good era when Miguel had rants about the HOA all the time. Anyway.
I have lots of stories. So I'm curious, what's the most ridiculous rule that HOA came after you for? Call us up. 1-844-HITS-961.
1-844-448-7961 or text HITS with your message and send it to 96893.
Here's the next Queen City confession. I found out yesterday that they are laying off everyone in my department at work except for 10 people. I was told in confidence that I was one of those 10 people that's not going to be laid off. That's 53 other people not picked, and my heart hurts so bad knowing this info when no one else knows until the meeting today at 10 a.m.
Oh, gosh.
That's the worst when you find out that you're not being let go, but then other people are. I've been in that position before, and it is the worst. And there's nothing you can do.
No, there is nothing you can do. And it's like, oh, well, wouldn't it be worse to be somebody being laid off? Yes, obviously. And it's good you get to keep your job. But I understand because it's almost like a little bit of survivor's guilt where you're like, well, why me? Like, why not? You know, it's not a great situation for anybody, truly.
Here's the next Queen City confession. I have a dating deal breaker that I've never told anyone. And honestly, I feel crazy even admitting it. I cannot be with someone who has an Audi belly button. I don't know what it is, but the second I see it, I'm out. And because I can't exactly put no Audis in my dating profile without looking completely unhinged, I have to wait until I see them shirtless to know if it's a deal breaker. And yes, this means I've walked away from several perfectly great guys over this. I just make up some excuse and move on.
How many times is this happening? I don't think I've ever seen an Audi belly button in real life except for my stepdaughter. And I was shocked because I'm like, oh, wow, this really does happen. Like, is it that big of a deal? Really?
This is new. When I saw this, I was like, okay, well, this is a new one.
I want to get to the bottom. Don't you want to know this, like, about yourself, though? Like, why is that? And could you not get over it if you found, like, a really ideal person?
Right.
Who can't help how they're born?
Because what scared you as a child that would make you fear an Audi belly button?
What freaks you out about it? Just can we work that? Can you get a little therapy help on that, or
maybe
look up a meme on Instagram about it or something?
Have a bunch of collages of Audi belly buttons, or maybe like we can arrange to have people with Audi belly buttons in the studio, and then like you have to touch them and see that there's nothing to be scared of.
Nothing to be scared
it's like you face your fears week.
Oh, but that's really not fair to the Audi belly button people. That's not.
We're like, hey, you have an Audi belly button. Do you want this random person to touch you to get over their fear?
And then be grossed out? Yeah, no thank you. No thanks. That is a mess. Wow.
I'm curious, what's the most shallow dating requirement that you have, like this person where they can't do outie belly buttons. What's your shallow dating requirement? Call us up 1-844-HITS-961.
1-844-448-7961 or text HITS in your message to 96893.